Welcome back, and we've got Ashwin Patil, Head of Fundamental Research at LKP Securities, and someone who tracks auto as closely as probably anyone, as no one rather, on the street does. Ashwin, great having you. Let me first start off by asking you how you're looking at the numbers overall. They look like a very, very healthy set, the auto sales for July. They've been holding up very well, and this is despite the weak monsoon.
Well, hi Harsh.
Hi.
Thanks for that praise. The auto sales, as we have seen in the month of July, they have surprised everybody, I guess, because this kind of sales were not expected as such. But if you look at, closely break down the sector as such within the two-wheeler passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, tractors, etc., then you can see, month-on-month deceleration in the numbers of most of the companies. Maybe the June base was slightly higher as compared to July. But if you look at the YOY comparison, then it's very strong growth. First of all, on across the board, I mean, two-wheelers, passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, tractors, everywhere, the growth has been really very strong to the tune of 20-30%. Somewhere it is like 58% also in some cases. So, if you look at, company-wise, then within the passenger vehicles, we have seen the likes of Maruti, who have seen a very strong growth in the lower or the entry car segment post the implementation of GST. So after that, the growth that has been seen over there is been driven by the maybe like first-time buyers. Like we heard in the call of Maruti that the first-time buyers are more than 50% at this point in time. So the first-time buyer in quantity has increased. Secondly, the SUV growth is very strong. The company has come out with various launches as such. Then moving on to M&M also, we have seen their new launches, doing really very good. Then if you look at, the two-wheeler segment, then we have seen, first of all, looking at Hyundai, I would say, they have reported strong numbers because last month they had seen a loss of about 13,900 units because there was a fire at one of their vendors' plant. But on that base, the company has grown. But overall, the passenger vehicle segment has really seen a fantastic growth. Then coming to two-wheelers, I would say that even Hero, who had posted subdued kind of numbers in the month of June, they have also posted very strong growth. I think the monsoon revival, which was seen in the month of July as compared to June, the deficit has really decreased to a great extent, which was close to about 30-40% across India. It is, somewhere in the lower teens, I would say. So, now the news is that even the geographies like East India, they have started getting good, rains from today itself. So that one geography was left to get a good rain. So that has also started. So I think, that deficit is going to reduce going forward. And the concern regarding El Nino, which was there for Kharif, now it is getting postponed to the Rabi season. Maybe like October to December that, the onset of El Nino can be seen. So second half needs to be monitored really very well. But at this point in time, I think one should enjoy what the numbers have come in the month of July. Maybe like August, September, October, we can see similar kind of growth coming with the festive season as such. But, the real challenge will be there when the real festive season will be there in the month of November entirely. And probably the El Nino may see an onset and may impact the Rabi sowing. So, going forward, like about 5 to 6 months, really we should watch the sector quite closely.
And with regard to, the other piece is the commodity inflation, right? And how much of that is getting passed through, Ashwin? And we're getting numbers, even now as we speak. And Maruti in its con call said that they have been giving their vendors a monthly pass-through with regard to the commodity inflation-related costs that they are incurring, which is the vendors are incurring. Auto Ank likely to benefit over auto OEMs in an environment like this? Strong growth, that will reflect for auto Anks as well. And then on top of it, you've got some bit of cushioning on the commodity side of things?
If you see the commodity cycle, it is reaching its peak, I guess, and we have seen that on the impact on the margins of various companies that have come out with the numbers. Because Maruti came out with less than 9% kind of EBITDA margins in Q1. Even Mahindra's margins were impacted. Overall, I mean, if you see whatever companies have come out, so they are trying to push the impact to the customers as such, as they are taking price hikes. Maruti has taken about 50 bips kind of price hike in Q1. Now in August, another hike is planned, though. Even Mahindra and Mahindra is taking price hikes, so they have to take price hikes and to pass on to the customers. But talking about the auto ancillaries, yeah, they are. I mean, they are the winners at this point in time, I would say, because they are also passing on to the OEMs the price hikes that they are seeing, and they are getting absorbed because the demand is so sharp that the OEMs, they have to agree to what the auto ancillaries are saying, or demanding rather. So they are in a better position at this point in time, I would say. But on and on, I think the companies are taking good price actions, as well as some cost efficient measures that they are taking. So and also the product mix is expected to improve going forward. So I think the companies are right now, they are in trouble as far as the profitability is concerned. But going forward, we need to wait and watch how the price hikes are being passed on, and how the auto ancillaries come out with their numbers going forward.
Okay. Ashwin, anything in terms of, the any nuances which have stood out for you as part of the July numbers or as part of the earnings that have come out? Anything that's standing out outside of what we've spoken about?
I would say, there is some sort of softness that we are seeing on the UV side, based on the month-on-month numbers, because even Mahindra and Mahindra has reported a slight decline, 0.8% kind of, in the month-on-month numbers. Also, if you see the two-wheelers also, I mean, everywhere the June base is slightly higher. And in most of the companies, not everywhere, I would say, but that one needs to see, because going forward, as the GST implementation had happened in September, so after September we need to see how the month on month as well as the YOY growth pans out, because both observing both of the elements or parameters will be equally important. Because month on month you may see a good a fall as well, because of higher better monsoons, maybe in July, August. So in September, October, if the El Nino sets in, then how the month on month numbers pan out need to be seen going forward.
Ashwin, of course, we'll continue to chat with you and stay updated with regard to your view on auto. But thank you so much. This was a much needed conversation.
Thank you, Harsh. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Okay, what we'll do is also bring on board Ruchit.